Welcome! Thank you for joining us to honor the accomplishments and contributions of our exceptional employees. As we all know, 2020 has been an unprecedented year. The emergence of COVID-19 meant we couldn't hold our regular celebration in April, and we missed seeing everyone in person. We hoped that October would be a better month to gather together to recognize our employees, but current circumstances have forced us to change our plans. So here we are in the fall, and we didn't want to wait a moment longer to recognize our excellent employees. Again, thank you so much for being here today. So sit back and enjoy the next 30 minutes as we pay tribute to our colleagues. Just last month, Salt Lake Community College marked its 72nd birthday. On September 14th, 1948, the college, then known as the Salt Lake Area Vocational School, opened its doors to 175 students, most of whom were veterans returning home from World War II. These students were looking to develop skills that would lead to meaningful careers that could support their families. 14 programs were offered at that time, and the school's motto was "Learn to Earn." The name of our institution has changed many times since opening day. It's been called the Salt Lake Trade Technical Institute and Utah Technical College, but our mission has stayed much the same. We are still dedicated to teaching and training students so they can move on to rewarding, productive careers. Just for fun, let's take a look at a video that highlights the early days of the college.
As one of the few state-supported institutions of its kind, the Salt Lake Trade Technical Institute offers training to the youth just out of high school, the unskilled worker, the woman in search of a supplemental job, or the mechanic needing additional training in new techniques. For these people and thousands like them, Salt Lake Trade Tech today assumes a vital part in preparing them to join the ranks of skilled craftsmen and technicians. Let's follow some of these students and visit behind the scenes as Trade Tech's amazing complex of machinery and modern facilities provide training in a wide variety of trades and skills.
We've grown so much through the last 71 years, and this growth has been made possible through the talent, hard work, and dedication of thousands of employees who are focused on making a positive impact on the lives of students and the larger community. Today, we'll highlight 4 areas of awards: Outstanding Staff Awards, the Strategic Alignment Award, which is a new award for 2020, Years of Service Awards, where we will honor employees who are celebrating from 5 to 45 years of service at SLCC, and our 2020 retirees. As a reminder, the Teaching Excellence and Distinguished Faculty Lecturer Awards were highlighted during convocation. First, let's introduce the Outstanding Staff Awards. Here is Dr. Sean Crossland, President of the Staff Association and Director of the Thanes Center for Student Life, Leadership, and Community Engagement, who will introduce the nominees and winners.
The SLCC Staff Association Outstanding Staff Awards are given each year to recognize the remarkable contributions of staff employees who go above and beyond their job duties while pursuing the college's strategic priorities. Employees are nominated by their teammates, and winners are selected by the Executive Staff Association Board, including 2 previous Outstanding Staff Award winners and 2 randomly selected employees from the staff at large. Last April, when these awards were finalized, part-time staff received $250 and full-time staff received $500. Here are the names of the finalists. First, I'd like to announce our part-time staff who have won awards. Denise Brereton is a great example of an employee who follows the mission, vision, and values of SLCC. Whether it's extra cleaning during the pandemic or turning off equipment to save power, Denise goes above and beyond for our campus community. Seth Christiansen always strives to ensure that students in the media and web design tech programs have a clean and well-maintained learning environment. He takes care of all the computers and equipment in the classroom and helps students who may be struggling with their coursework. He is quick to provide the resources students need to achieve success. Seth also ensures that equity and inclusion are a part of the curriculum and assists professors in this effort by calling attention to program irregularities. AJ Ortega is deeply committed to the success of SLCC students. He strives to help them become better writers by providing actionable feedback, and he works closely with the Student Writing and Reading Center to build an inclusive community of learners. Now I'd like to announce our full-time staff award winners. Brandy Benson works to anticipate student and faculty needs before problems arise, and her willingness to help saves her department time and frustration. Brandy is reliable and thoroughly understands how to clearly define everyone's roles and responsibilities, which greatly contributes to an effective and pleasant work and learning environment. Julie Harris is one of SLCC's most productive advisors. When she works on a project, she expertly collaborates with everyone and makes every team member feel valued. Angie Hunter embodies the college's value of inclusivity. She has served on the EMEC committee and has worked with the Staff Association. Angie always looks for ways to make people feel included and welcomed, and she works to promote work-life balance in her department. Heather Lyons is dedicated not just to SLCC students, but to all of Utah's CTE students through her work in coordinating the annual Skills USA competition. Heather is instrumental in ensuring that Utah's Skills USA events run smoothly and that they provide growth opportunities for participating students. Angela Nelson has been dedicated to SLCC students for more than 30 years. She even attended SLCC when it was known as Utah Technical College. During her time at SLCC, she has served as a role model for many employees and students. Bonnie Penrose is a champion for making workforce training available to all members of our community. She has been instrumental in educating hundreds of refugees, incarcerated youth, and community members who are homeless or identified as living in intergenerational poverty. Through workforce training, Bonnie provides people with the opportunity to secure a brighter future. Thank you to all of our outstanding staff winners and for all you do to make SLCC a wonderful place to learn and work. To nominate people for this year, please visit our webpage. I'd like to now turn the time to Jeff Aird, Vice President for Institutional Effectiveness, to tell us more about a new award that has been added to the Employee Recognition Program.
We are proud to debut the new Strategic Alignment Award. This award recognizes the contributions by departments to advance SLCC's 5 strategic goals. This year, we recognize the strategic alignment efforts of 2 departments. The first award goes to Academic Advising. Academic Advising has been instrumental this year with increasing student completion and improving transfer preparation and success. The department made a radical and rapid shift from reactive advising to case management. We recognize this was a major transition, and it required new tools and strategies. We know it has not been easy, and the academic advising team should know they are making a huge difference. You are all doing incredible work, and you should be proud of your efforts. On behalf of the college, thank you. The second award winner is the Mathematics Department. The Mathematics Department is being recognized for its efforts to increase student completion, improve transfer success, align with workforce needs, and achieve equity. Specifically, the department has expanded the availability of open educational resources and transitioned developmental education courses into a competency-based model for ease of completion. The department also worked with TRIO to implement a learning assistance program to improve retention and completion. Your work has been extraordinary, and you have helped many students find success in what can sometimes be a challenging course of study. Thank you to the Math Department for your vision and commitment to our students. Check out SLCC Today next spring to find out how to nominate departments for this new award. Congratulations to our first ever Strategic Alignment Award winners. Now, please welcome Dr. Sarah Reed, Associate Vice President for People and Workplace Culture, as we celebrate those receiving Years of Service awards.
Today, we are honoring almost 300 people who have reached various milestones while being employed at Salt Lake Community College. The Years of Service Award is a small way for SLCC to show our appreciation to our most dedicated employees. As a small token of gratitude, each honoree was given the opportunity last March to choose a gift from SLCC's O.C. Tanner catalog. Employees ordered gifts such as camping supplies, jewelry, dinnerware, watches, athletic equipment, power tools, and more. First, we'd like to congratulate everyone who is celebrating their 5-year anniversary. We have 91 full-time and 63 part-time staff members who are celebrating this milestone today. So much has happened within the last 5 years, and to give you a feel of what things were like at the college back then, here are a few highlights from the year 2015. Dr. Clifton Sanders was named as provost, and Dr. Chuck Lepper joined us as the VP of Student Affairs and Enrollment Management. Sundance hosted film festival events in the Grand Theater for the first time. We dedicated the softball field to Norma Carr, the first female athletic director for men's and women's sports in the state of Utah. And we celebrated the grand opening of SLCC's West Valley Center. We also introduced PACE, which is an incentive program that encourages high school students to attend college. Students who participate in PACE and fulfill all of the requirements receive a full 2-year academic scholarship to SLCC. Congratulations to all of our part-time employees who are celebrating their 5-year anniversary. Congratulations to all of our full-time employees who are celebrating their 5-year anniversary. Let's move on to those who are celebrating 10 years with Salt Lake Community College. We have 52 full-time and 7 part-time staff members who are marking a decade with us. These employees started when Cynthia Biotto was president of SLCC. Taking a look back to 2010, we held a groundbreaking for AAB, now located on the site of the old automotive building. We also opened the Downtown Library Square Center and the Health Sciences Center at the Jordan campus. On opening day, the Health Sciences Center featured 28 medical labs, 16 classrooms, 5 computer labs, and a radiology clinic. It also housed a health clinic designed to serve low-income families. Congratulations to all of our part-time employees who are celebrating their 10-year anniversary. And congratulations to all of our 10-year full-time employees. "15 years ago, it was 2005. Our average student age was 25. We had 2,631 graduates, and the cost of 1 credit hour was $194. We expanded a bit that year and added 98,000 square feet of space to the Larry Miller campus. Today, we are recognizing 37 full-time and part-time employees who have been with us for 15 years. When I started at the college, Judd D. Morgan was our interim president. Congratulations to all of our part-time employees who are celebrating their 15-year anniversary. And congratulations to all of our 15-year full-time employees. Let's move on and celebrate the 26 faculty and staff who have worked at SLCC for 2 decades. H. Lynn Cundiff became the 6th president of SLCC, and we were still busy expanding at the Miller campus. The Applied Education Center, an area at the South City campus, was created to house the Detroit diesel facility and our heavy-duty mechanics, HVAC, and non-destructive testing programs. Congratulations to all of our part-time employees who are celebrating their 20-year anniversary. And congratulations to all of our 20-year full-time employees. We have 17 people who are celebrating their silver anniversary at SLCC. President Budd was leading the college at the time. So in 1995, we opened our airport center and the Science and Industry building. Our faculty to student ratio was 20:1, which is the ratio we generally try to maintain today, and the average student age was 27. The South City campus had over 4,500 students and was the site of our Skills Center. South City also featured the Grand Theater, a swimming pool, 3 gymnasiums, science labs, a cafeteria, a library, a bookstore, and computer labs. Congratulations to our 25-year part-time employee, Robert Mayo. And congratulations to these full-time employees who have chosen to spend a quarter of a century with us. Robert Adamson, Frank Baker, William Breedlove, Keith Carson, Patrick Chaffos, Lynn Chen, David Earle, George Ellington, Jonathan Hare, Susan Hardcastle, Roger Johnson, Pedro Leonardini, Keith Slade, Elisa Stone, Troy Walker, and Rand Webb. Thank you very much. We are honored you have chosen to work with us for 25 years. If you started working at SLCC in 1990, you have been with us for 3 decades. I wonder how many of you knew in your heart you'd still be with SLCC in 2020. There are 11 of you that we are honoring today. In 1990, SLCC President Orville Carnahan retired, and we debuted the Grand Theater at the South City campus. We had over 10,000 students with an average age of 29. We offered over 75 vocational programs that range from accounting to welding. Today, students choose from over 120 programs. 30 years ago, SLCC offered a space known as the Craft Center, which is now the lower level of the Student Center for personal development. Under supervision at the Craft Center, you could use the clay studio and darkroom, and you could learn skills like silversmithing, lapidary, candle making, enameling, and leatherworking. Let me introduce our 30-year recipients. David Bodden, Lenora Billy, Basil Chelmus, Lana Gruendel, Dean Huber, Bonnie Johnson, Carla Kalinsky, Kathy Shipley, Norman Steffen, Malcolm Tasker, and Patricia Williams. Thank you to this group of people who started at SLCC when George H.W. Bush was president and Dan Quayle was vice president. 35 years ago in 1985, SLCC was known as Utah Tech and had 7,855 students. 4,490 of these students attended school during the day, and 3,365 students took night courses. 66% of the students were men and 34% were women. 10 credit hours per quarter cost a whopping $228. Orville Carnahan was Utah Tech's president, and he served for 9 years. 1985 was the year we had our first class of aviation graduates, and it was also the year we dedicated the O.C. Tanner Fountain and the business building. We have 2 employees who have shared 35 years of their lives with us. Mark Lai, who is part of our e-learning services in the instructional media department, is a hard creative worker who knows a lot about a lot. His supervisor, Chris Looker, says, "I believe Mark is the most connected person at SLCC. He knows and has worked with everyone. Since he has been doing multimedia for literally decades, he usually has special insight to whatever issues might pop up in his department. Everyone enjoys working with him, and we're proud of his dedication to SLCC." Angie is an invaluable member of the administrative team in the School of Business. Her wisdom and knowledge, coming from years of experience, cannot be overstated. She is customer service oriented and admirably deals with a wide variety of issues brought forth by students, faculty, and staff. She is the go-to person when seeking a how-to resolution for virtually any issue in academic affairs. And what's more, according to her supervisor, Dr. Dennis Bromley, Angie was honored today with an Outstanding Staff Award. Thanks to both of you. We are grateful for your service and for helping the college become what it is today. In 1980, 1 credit hour at the school cost $31 for Utah residents, and Dale S. Cowgill was the college's president. Jimmy Carter was president of the United States, and Walter Mondale was the vice president. SLCC had a whirly ball team, a sport that combines lacrosse, bumper cars, and some aspects of basketball. It was invented in Utah in the 1960s by Stan Mangum. The game is still played today, with the Chicago area serving as the home for many whirly ball enthusiasts and venues. In 1980, the school's student body officers recommended dress and grooming guidelines for students on campus. They wanted students to know that it's useless to train an individual for employment if their appearance alienates prospective employers. I think we are all happy that the campus dress code is a little more relaxed than it was 40 years ago. Congratulations on 40 amazing years at SLCC, Maureen. Anyone who has worked with Maureen knows what a great person she is. Ken Stonebrook, Dean of Students and Assistant Vice President, tells us, "I have watched her listen to, comfort, and serve SLCC students who are experiencing hard times or frustration with their college experience. I am always amazed by her calming presence throughout any situation and the way she lives and models SLCC's values. In addition to being an amazing friend and colleague, Maureen is someone who I strive to be like in my personal and professional life. Thank you to Maureen. We so appreciate the positive impact you have made on so many lives at SLCC. It's an honor to have you here at the college. I am pleased to announce we are honoring an employee who has been with the college for 45 years. 1975 marks the end of the Vietnam War, and many students were coming back from overseas. Back then, the cost of a first-class stamp was 10 cents, and a gallon of regular gas was 57 cents. Utah Tech was the fourth largest post-high school institution in the state, with approximately 6,000 students. But even though that was considered a large student population at the time, class sizes were small enough to be personalized. Dr. Mary Jane Kelleher, Associate Dean of Biology, tells us the biology department has many faculty, staff, and students. With this comes many different faces, as well as a wide variety of needs. Charlene is a person who everyone knows, and she is a common thread in the biology department team. She responds to the department's needs quickly, efficiently, and always with a smile. We greatly appreciate her. Thank you, Charlene. We are so pleased and proud that you have made SLCC such a significant part of your life. Thank you again to all of our loyal employees celebrating milestone anniversaries at the college. Now, Dr. Heflin will celebrate SLCC's retirees from the last year.
And now for the toughest part of this event. Over the last year, we've said goodbye to some of our colleagues and friends. It is sad, but we wish them great success as they embark on new adventures in the years ahead. This spring, we made a change to the gift we are giving our retirees. In the past, we have given a watch to each of our retirees, symbolizing the time they spent with us. Beginning this spring, we are trading watches for memories. We will now invite retirees to an exclusive evening with President Heftelin and our executive cabinet to celebrate their remarkable careers and give us time to personally say goodbye and congratulations to each of them. The following retirees will be invited to a dinner as soon as we can gather together safely. In addition, retirees will now receive a beautiful silver bowl laser engraved with our logo and the SLCC values we live each day. We hope this helps keep them SLCC close to their heart. So let's honor our 2019-2020 retirees and hear comments from their managers, supervisors, or coworkers. Anita Albright, Library Services. Anita started at SLCC in 1994. She is the most outgoing, friendly person you will ever meet. She was fantastic in reaching out to and working with everyone around the college and sharing her love for the library. Anita's exuberance could light up a room, and when she walked in, everyone's mood brightened. Denise Anderson, part of facilities, joined SLCC in 1987 and is an incredible person. She has so much institutional knowledge, and she approached everything with both a high level of professionalism and a friendly attitude. Her positivity and infectious laughter made work a welcoming and fun atmosphere for all. Donna Bilyeu Dittman. Donna was with the admissions office and joined Salt Lake Community College in 2005. She was always willing to go above and beyond to help our staff and students with just about anything. She brought such a fun energy to our team, and we really miss having her share her red vines and peanut M&Ms with us. Donna, we will wish you the best in your retirement. Norman Brown was with Automotive Technology and started in 2010. One of Norm's coworkers said, "I shared a lab with Norm for a number of years, and he was the most considerate lab partner I have ever worked with. His professionalism and consideration for his colleagues was second to none. He was always there to help anyone who needed it." When Norm first came to SLCC, he was hired to teach engine repair and electrical in the evening class, but he got to shadow me for one semester. After a couple of weeks working with Norm, I took him aside and told him, "The one thing you have to remember is that the students can't like you more than they like me." Students really enjoyed Norm's teaching style and his personality. He made such a difference in so many lives and contributed greatly to the success of our program. It was a pleasure to work with him, and it is a privilege to know him. Richard Daines started his career in SLCC Library Services, which spanned 28 years. He started as a part-time library clerk at the South City campus and quickly rose through multiple management positions, ending as the Assistant Director of Public Services, where he oversaw 30 staff and 4 campus locations. Richard helped see the college and its library services through many changes and helped ensure that our students were successful. His staff misses his calm and steady presence. Jim Dykman, who joined the History, Anthropology, and Political Science Department in 2005, will always be remembered as a professor who made the classroom a place where everyone, no matter their background, ideas, or beliefs, felt included and accepted. That doesn't mean he didn't challenge them in their comfortable worldviews. Every class session, he encouraged them to think differently about what it means to be human as they explored past and contemporary societies and cultures. Students came away with greater understanding of the other and consistently reported that he broadened their horizons. Mark Glines has been a foundational faculty member of the math department for underprepared students for nearly 30 years. He has served through many department changes, from developmental education to developmental math to mathematics. In each case, he kept his focus on helping students build the skills and competence they needed to be successful in college. Mark will be missed by SLCC students and his colleagues. Throughout Steve Hammond's 22-year SLCC career, he worked in a couple of the facilities service departments as a locksmith. Steve was passionate about locksmithing and enjoyed working on the electronic access control system. He prided himself as being one of the most knowledgeable people on electronic lock systems in the country. Steve was also an expert in codes and regulations, which helped SLCC and complemented his job. We wish Steve well in all his endeavors during retirement. Peggy Hoffman began working at SLCC in 1994, with the majority of her 26 years in the Student Life and Leadership Office, where she retired as the director. During her time at the college, Peggy served as an advocate for students and impacted the lives of countless student leaders through her student-first advising style and her ability to make lasting relationships. Peggy was also a mentor and avid supporter to many colleagues across the college. She was active in many professional associations, such as the National Association for Campus Activities, which named a Service Award after her. Kristen Johnson, with Library Services, began working at the college in 1994. Kristen was one of the most knowledgeable catalogers I have ever known. Anytime Kristen was approached with a question, she had a ready answer and would happily give her recommendation or offer to do the cataloging herself. She was dedicated to providing the best and most complete records for the library. Kristen also has a big heart and is very passionate about the cats at the college. She loved sharing her enthusiasm with her friends and coworkers and often brightened people's days with funny cat anecdotes or jokes. Kathleen Johnston, who joined the college in 2004, was a steady hand throughout her career at SLCC in both her relationships with colleagues and with students in the English department. She was particularly devoted to her students in her developmental courses. She always displayed confidence in their abilities, and they in turn trusted her. Wesley Koga's co-workers in facilities say, "It was a pleasure to work with Wes during his 14 years at SLCC. He was a great asset to the electrical shop and the college in general. He's very knowledgeable, competent, and capable. He was always willing and able to tackle any challenge that arose. We always knew we could depend on Wes. He was a great asset to the Facilities Services Division and worked well with everyone he came in contact with. We will miss his smile and quick wit. We wish Wes well and hope he has a long and wonderful retirement." Mark Cranendonk from Diesel System Technology gave SLCC 26 years. He is a natural teacher and storyteller. He has a sharp, intuitive knowledge of how machines work and is very good at explaining complex concepts. He is always willing to mentor and give guidance to anyone with whom he comes in contact, regardless if that person is a student or a colleague. His vast knowledge and sense of humor will be missed. Fortunately for us, we have the benefit of being able to look forward to Mark coming back to SLCC in the future to teach for us part-time. Linda Martin was part of our facilities team and began in 2006. Linda was quiet but dependable. She always did the job that needed to be done. Linda had a friendly smile and cared about others. She would always do extra things to help out and keep people happy. Linda Miller from scheduling and academic support always seemed to know when a team member needed a little extra help or support and stepped right up to provide assistance or even just a listening ear. During her 7 years at SLCC, Linda excelled at coordinating team building activities and helping to keep a sense of connectivity and community within the department. Lois Ostrike was with the Family and Human Studies Department and joined SLCC in 2006. She has an uncanny ability to bring happiness and a sense of optimism into almost any environment. She was a bit like Mary Poppins. She always looked on the bright side, and she was a source of pure magic. Lois was the Faculty Senate President in 2014 through 2016. She represented the faculty and Faculty Senate at senior leadership meetings within SLCC. She was also a member of the critical discussion team who made recommendations related to faculty, employee, and workplace conditions. Wendy was with Career Services and gave SLCC 28 years of her career. One of her co-workers told us, "I remember once walking into Wendy's office at South City to have our usual one-on-one conversation. When I got there, Wendy had 2 students in her office who were thanking her for helping them find a job. They brought her a cake and a card. Wendy was the most thanked person in our office when it came to working with students and colleagues at SLCC. She was so caring and attentive with students. They felt valued, cared for, and listened to. She has helped us realize the positive impact we can make by working with and for our students." 1994 brought SLCC a new faculty member, Sherry Sowards, in the History, Anthropology, and Political Science Department. She taught many students over the course of her long tenure at SLCC, and many of them declared that she was one of the best professors they had ever had. Her emphasis was always on the student experience. She cared about her students and their success, and they knew it. Sherry worked tirelessly to teach SLCC students about the political world and how they could make a difference. Ralph Tasker has held a number of positions during his 22 years at SLCC. His background in construction was foundational in this work, and under his guidance, many students learned trades through the college's career and technical education programs and apprenticeships. Ralph provided leadership for construction management student-built project homes, supporting faculty as they worked directly with students. Thank you and best wishes, Ralph. Rand spent 25 years with the college working in facilities. He is extremely knowledgeable and has implemented projects for Salt Lake Community College that has saved the institution a tremendous amount of money over the years. Many of these projects have been related to the environment, such as recycling and similar processes. His leadership and ability to motivate workers to be safe were extraordinary. Those who worked with him knew that he had a vested interest in each of them and wanted them to be safe. We also gave emeritus status to the following administrators and faculty in 2020. Dr. Ann Erickson, Academic Vice President Emeritus, School of Science, Mathematics, and Engineering, Mathematics Department. Dale Nelson, Associate Professor Emeritus, School of Science, Mathematics, and Engineering, Mathematics Department. Ernest Randa, Professor Emeritus, School of Humanities and Social Sciences, History Department. And Laura Bradford, Associate Professor Emeritus, School of Humanities and Social Sciences, Language and Culture Department. It is overwhelming to think about those we have honored today and how their years of service, commitment to education, and devotion to our students changed lives for the better. They each serve as an example for the rest of us. We could not have made it this far without you, and I thank you for helping SLCC be the best it could be. Thanks to all of you for being here for this wonderful celebration. Our colleagues who we've recognized today perform many different roles within the college, but everyone at SLCC helps our students succeed. We benefit from the dedication and skill that each of you bring to the table, and I am honored to work with so many talented and committed colleagues. This tradition of recognition is just one small way of giving back to you. After all, our people are SLCC's greatest asset. For your years of dedicated service, we extend a most sincere thank you. We look forward to seeing you at our next Employee Recognition Program on Friday, April 9th, 2021.